Well, I finally got these two done, and got it loaded. Contacted him, told him what it was going to cost, and he said, "Can you come over today at 4:30?" It's pretty nice when they want their mower back the day you get it finished. You don't have to sit around waiting for them to come pick it up. Or, I mean, it wasn't long ago somebody was waiting for it to get warmer. He didn't want to go out. That's the thing, is I don't even know why he needed to go outside. He didn't do anything when I came over. I unloaded it. I parked it where it was supposed to be parked, and he gave me the money. He just stood there and watched. So, but they always have a reason. I washed this, but you would think that I didn't touch it. I charge fraction of the price for pickup and delivery. I mean, it's really not much at all. Probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 times less than what other people are charging. So on this one, I charged it. I split the pickup and delivery cost between the two. So it was half for one, half for the other. And the guy actually questioned, "Are you charging me twice for the delivery?" I said, "No, I'm splitting it." "Oh, okay. I was just worried that you were charging me twice." "Really? You worried about that 50 cents? That's an exaggeration." I try not to tell people what I make on this channel. It has always been I don't know, it's always been something. People seem to think that I should just do everything I do in life for free. You make YouTube videos and you get paid for it? Oh my goodness, that's just terrible. What are you doing? You shouldn't get paid for making YouTube videos. You get paid to work on lawnmowers? What are you doing? And they act like it's a completely justified complaint. But I can guarantee you that if they were working on lawnmowers, they would expect a lot more money than what I'm charging. And finally, after being on Facebook for 2 years, I finally saw it. Every year they ask, how much should I charge? How much should I charge? Because everybody's starting up their own business and everybody wants to know what they're supposed to charge. I mean, I didn't go ask anybody. I looked at what the prices were around here, and I just cut it way down just so I could get established. I don't need somebody to give me permission on how much I should charge. And then the prices are just absolutely ridiculous. If you have a shop, 2,000 square foot or 200,000 square foot shop, and you got a staff and all that stuff, I guess if you're going to charge, $100, $150 an hour, I guess. But the thing is those guys usually also sell lawnmowers. So I think the way it works for them is their primary business is selling lawnmowers, but a lot of them have to be a certified repair person also, or a repair company. So they have to have a certified mechanic on staff. So they charge to actually discourage people from coming in to get work done, because they only want to work on the warranty stuff, which they get paid for. Or even just to do a service or something like that. They're not interested in doing all these really difficult repairs. Well, these guys on Facebook, if they got to change any more in the carburetor, they're completely confused. They have no idea what to do beyond that. And it's just insane. I've got a customer and it won't have any spark. What am I supposed to check? And they don't even tell you if it's riding more or push more. If it's push more, you got really 2 things to worry about. The bail up there at the top where you close it, you got to have that closed so you can close the circuit. And the ignition coil, well, I guess 3 things, and the spark plug. And then on a lawnmower, it's basically the same thing, riding mower, but you also got all the safety switches you got to worry about. So And it's not hard to do. You can figure out if it's an ignition coil or some electronic simply by unplugging the black wire from the ignition coil. Once you unplug that, you've isolated all the electronics from it. It'll start right up if the ignition coil is good. If it's bad, then you know that it won't start, and you know that's the problem. And once you have isolated that it's a bag safety switch or key or something like that, then you just go and start tracing it down which one it is. Well, I don't know. I don't have any spark. What am I supposed to do? And I'm charging $200 an hour, and it's going to take me 6 hours to change out that ignition coil. So what they're doing is they're charging the customer $100 an hour for an education. But I don't see how any of them are making money. I really don't understand it. They're pricing themselves out of the market. Now, I understand people think that they should be getting paid for their knowledge or lack of knowledge and their tools and, you know, the status of being a mechanic. But the reality is if you can go out and buy a new mower or even a mower off Facebook Marketplace that is running, why are you spending so much money on a riding mower? And the rule of thumb is if you get on Facebook Marketplace and you find 3 or 4 similar mowers, you're going to see what the going rate for a used mower is. So let's say you get on Facebook Marketplace for a John Deere and it's going for $500. If your price tag to repair this mower that's sitting in your drive is more than $250, you should tell them you need to go find another mower. It's not worth it anymore. And the reason that is, and I know there's going to be people in there that argue with me, but the reason that is you don't know, well, I guess you don't know with the Facebook Marketplace either, but you start investing a lot of money into this, and at some point, you're going to start exceeding the value of the mower. So you spend $250 on it. Now, I'm not talking about service like oil changes and all that stuff. I'm talking about repairs, ignition coils, carburetors. I'm not even talking about belts, but serious things, transmissions, or engine changes. I see that all the time. I rebuilt this engine for $1,000 and now they don't want to pay it. Well, yeah, they can go out and get a new one for $2,000. You want them to spend $1,000 to rebuild an engine for a $500 lawnmower. It just doesn't make sense. When you can go on Facebook Marketplace and get one for $500. Now, people in the comment section will say, I know the value of my lawnmower, and I should be able to tell, you know, and the thing is if you want to spend more than what the value of the lawnmower is, that's fine. But I'm not going to tell you to do it. I'm going to suggest that you don't do it. This push mower right here, it's from the 90s. It's a flathead. It doesn't even have an overhead valve. And she brought it over and said that the it was smoking. And what it was, she turned it on the side and it got oil in the carburetor. Well, that was easy to fix. That was no big deal. But then she wanted me to fix the transmission because it's not working right. And I'm like, you know, it would be just cheaper to just go buy a new one, because I mean, she's starting to really get up in price with this. But then when you start looking at things, the frame's broke. You know, that's structural integrity there. You can see the whole mower is bending. So that needs welded. There was a bad tire on it. It's just not worth fixing up. So she's already got $60 in this for, you know, the oil change and the new filters. But you don't want to put a lot of money into that. So I told her it's not worth it. So I just don't understand these mechanics. So then they want to, you know, all this money. Well, I feel like if I can, here's the thing, carburetor cleaning. And I do think a lot of it has to do with efficiency. Is one of these guys, you know, these guys' problem. They charge, let's say, an hour to clean a carburetor. And they charge X amount of dollars. Let's just call it 50 bucks. Just call it 50 bucks. So they charge 50 bucks. And it takes them an entire hour to do it because they're yapping, especially in a shop environment. I've seen it all the time. You go over to Walmart and you watch these guys work, and they spend half the time talking. Well, 3/4 of the time talking, and a quarter of the time changing tires. So, you know, they're yapping and messing around and not really working. So it takes them an hour to clean a carburetor. But I can clean a carburetor, I can get it off the engine, especially on push mowers, in 15 minutes, get it in the cleaner. Well, I can get it off the lawnmower, get it in the cleaner. Of course, you don't count the cleaner time because you can be doing other things while it's in the ultrasonic cleaner. And then get it back on, it's 15 minutes. So that means I can do 4 carburetors in an hour. So they're doing one for 1 hour, and I'm doing 4 per hour. So I'll charge an hour rate, just like that, because that's what it's standardized at. Girly, no. You can't go underneath the house, hon. I think the world wants to see you. Well, you got a tick. Let's get that tick. So that means I can, if the $50 for an hour, that means I can make $200 an hour. But I'm only charging one customer $50. So what they do to compensate, instead of charging the $50 and getting 4 done an hour, they charge $200 and work the whole hour. And then they get mad when the customer doesn't want to pay. Well, why pay? You can go get a new mower. I mean, for a push mower, it doesn't even make sense. And then a lot of people say, well, I don't even work on 2-cycle engines anymore. It's just not worth it. Because you can go get a weed eater for $50 or $100 at Walmart. But that's what's insane. That's where you can make your real money if you just stay focused on the job. You can whip out 3 or 4 or 5 weed eaters in an hour, and you're charging every one of them $50. But they just won't do it. They just think that they're... I don't know. I have the Walmart philosophy. Everyday low prices. And look how big they are. And I know there are people who disagree with me, but it's just, to me, it doesn't make sense to price yourself out of the market. If you can go buy another one, go buy another one. I mean, most people would like to have a newer lawnmower anyways, instead of, you know, having theirs replaced. So they've already almost talked themselves into getting a new lawnmower instead of having you repair it. You're begging for work. And the thing is they all go out of business and they can't understand why. You see it on Facebook every year. 5 or 6 people say, I'm working on lawnmowers this year. And that lasts for March. And then you never hear from them again. You know, last year I think it was, I'm working on ATVs or power sport vehicles, ATVs. And I don't know, by I think May, people are asking me, have you heard from this guy? Is he still working on them? And, you know, he was just completely gone. He wasn't replying to messages anymore. You know, they think that they're going to charge $100, $200 an hour, and they're going to get all this work, and in one summer they're going to be rich, they can retire. That's what they think. The other issue they have is most of them want money up front to buy parts. And I think that's just, nobody's going to do it. Nobody. They're just too many people out there trying to scam the system. To, you know, so you give them $50, $100 for parts, and then it takes them 6 months to get it done, and they're like, well, I couldn't find the part, so it's going to take me forever. They just don't do it. And then they don't care about customer service. You know, fast turnaround times. It'll sit in their parking lot for a month. They'll get to it when they feel like it. You know, this one took me 6 days, and I'm like, okay, man, I'm working on this as fast as I can, but the blades, they're held up in Washington State for some reason. Kent, Washington. I don't know why they were stuck there, but that's where they were. So, you know, you keep them informed. It'll be here Tuesday, and on Tuesday, here it is Tuesday, I'm letting him know it's finished. Follow-ups. Hey, send out a text. Hey, is that thing still running? You're still happy with it? Let me know if there's any problems. But they don't do that. They just want the money. So, well, I'm going to jump off of here. So if you'll click this up next box, take the video over to my other channel, really appreciate it. Go check it out. So I hope I can inspire you to, I don't know, keep everybody happy so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.